gosh, tonight. Oh gosh, I'm feeling tired at the moment. Maybe I'll do a workout. Just kidding. There you go. Hi, how you doing? My name's Mitch. I wanted to put together. Hey guys, I wanted to put together a flexibility, mobility type workout. I know that everyone at the moment, especially during COVID, is spending a lot of time sitting, hunched forward, a lot of time with closed hips. So wanted to put together a little kind of workout that is for people who hate stretching. They get bored, they feel like they much prefer to do reps of movements and move their body around, but really want to get a little bit more mobile and flexible. And also, I think static stretching is definitely not the way to go if you're trying to increase your range of movement. There's faster ways and more effective ways and more interesting ways to do it. So this is my routine for people who hate stretching. It's going to feel more like a workout with sets and reps. Once you've got all the movements down, it's only going to take you 10 to 15 minutes, and this is something that you can just incorporate every day. And my little challenge is if you do this every day for a full week, see how your body feels. Notice the changes in range of movement and how much it can free up your body, because there's nothing cool about being strong or being fit without being a bit more flexible as well. This is something I'm definitely starting to realize as a trainer, but also for myself. It's something that I really enjoy, better movement and being more free to move around. So enjoy it. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. So before we kick off, I want to do a bit of a test and see how our body's feeling right now, and then we're going to retest after the workout. And the idea is just to see if we notice any improvements. So the two tests that I've chosen to do today are a squat. So we're going to do a quick squat, facing the side, your feet under your shoulders for the squat. Toes can be pointing out a little bit, and we're just dropping down into the bottom of our squat, getting as low as we can. Can we straighten our back? Just notice how the hips are currently feeling. Are they feeling tight? Do my knees want to cave in? And how are my ankles feeling? So this is our squat movement. It's our first test. And our second test, we're going to go a little narrower with our feet under our hips. And we're just going to come down and try and touch the ground, keeping our legs straight. Just see how low you can get. Feeling pretty tight, so I can get a little rounding of my back. I can get my fists to the floor. Awesome, and now that we've done our test, we're going to get into our workout. I'm going to be doing it with you guys, so follow along and listen to the cues as we go. First one, we're going to be running through our good mornings. So feet are going to go again under our hips, soft knees, so we're not locking them out, we're not bending them, but they've just got a micro bend in them. Hands behind our head, and we're driving our hips back towards the wall behind us, as far as it'll go. And we're keeping our back super straight as we come down. So I want you guys to think like you have a rod down your spine and you're keeping it super straight on the way. Alrighty, so driving the hips back and chest will come forwards. 8 repetitions. If you can get a little further as you go for it, as long as that back stays nice and straight, and really working on squeezing your glutes on the way back up. And this just builds a bit of load. Think about driving your heels behind your body as you come back up. So think about driving the heels back. And our last repetition, we do our 8-second hold at the bottom. Fighting for that position for the full 8 seconds, keeping our back straight. Second movement is single-sided, single leg good mornings. All the principles stay the same. Our feet are going to go at hip width. One foot is going to go a full foot's length in front. And then everything stays the same. If we're worrying about the front foot, the back leg can bend as we come down. So we're going to get that stretch and feel it mostly in the front leg. So hinging over, same thing. Keeping your chest square so the ground. As we're coming back up, think about driving that heel behind you. It's not going to move because it's planted on the floor, but we're just building a bit of load in the hamstrings as we do this. So coming down, driving that heel into the ground as we come back up for 8 reps. And our 8th rep, we hold for 8 seconds at the bottom. Find that position and hold. To add a little bit, you can think about lightly driving that heel into the floor as you hold. That just adds a bit of load to the hamstrings, but you'll definitely feel this. Awesome, now we're going to swap sides. So exact same setup but opposite. Again, focusing about that front leg, the back knee is allowed to bend. We come down, we may get lower, we may not get as low on this one. And back up. As we come back up, we're driving the heel into the floor. So 8 repetitions, keeping the back straight. And our 8th rep, last repetition with the hold. Find that position first and then your 8-second hold. Our next movement, we're going to be in a kneeling position with our feet flat on the ground. So these are called kneeling torso lifts. Well, that's my name for them. If we're unable to do this, we can put something under our ankles. As we come back on this one, what we're trying to do is keep a straight line from my knee all the way up to my shoulder. Lean back and bring my hips up, okay? So I'm doing my best to stay in this straight line as we do these ones. And we're going to be coming up to the top and slowly coming back down to as far as we can go, keeping our hips up and our glutes squeezed. And then we're going to come back up. 8 repetitions. Keep your glutes squeezed. If you do break at the hips, it's totally fine. We're just working on, as we do this more and more, that we are keeping fairly straight through the knees, all the way to the shoulders. Like we're a straight line the whole way through. Keep your abs on here as well. So closing the gap between our ribs and our hips. Slow down the descent and come back up. As we come back up, we're pushing our feet and our shins into the floor. And we're going to feel a big stretch around the quads and knees. I think I've done 8. I'm going to do 1 more. So coming down, and we're going into our hold. Our hold may not be as low, and you may need to take a little bit of weight off by just lightly grabbing the floor. That, or you can leave the hold a bit higher in a position like this, but you're going to be feeling it around the knees. Both are effective. Do your best to extend your glutes. Second movement, third movement down. Fourth movement down. Sissy squats is next. So this is again a movement that is going to take a little bit of time to get used to. It's quite a difficult movement, so we're not going to be going very low into it today. You may well get lower, but I'm not going to get very low in this one. So very similar, it's loading up the knees. So we're after our feet under our hips. So So even though it's a squat, we want narrower feet. And we're coming up onto sort of our balls of our feet. And as we do that, we're going to tip our knees forward and lean back at the same time. So keeping our weight over basically where our foot is at the balls of our feet. So knees will come forward, shoulders will come back, and we're again trying to keep that straight line all the way from this knee, all the way up through the hip to the shoulder, okay? So I'm going to show you some reps. Good. So that's all I'm going to be doing today, maybe a little lower, but not too much. 8 reps. This is one that may take a bit of time to get properly, but it's totally fine. You're not meant to master it the first time you do it. And we're up to our last repetition. So all these reps, we can also hold on to something and it makes a really big difference. And for the hold as well, just something simple like grabbing onto a wall or holding onto something in front of you is going to make it a lot easier to get lower. But for our hold, we're keeping our glutes tight, our core tight, and holding for 8 seconds. Tougher. Next is YWIs, so great for the upper back. I'm just going to quickly demo this one whilst I'm up, but we're going to be resting on our front for this one. We're going for a thumbs up position the whole time, so I'm not really going to be talking while I do it, but watch for my thumbs up position. It's always going to be going thumbs up, cool, just like for this video, thumbs up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Anyway, Y, W, I. These are our 3 positions that we're after. So to face you, Y, W, and I. You're going to feel all the muscles in and around your shoulder blades lighting up, the upper back. These are the muscles that go to sleep and stretch out when we're on a computer or when we're asleep. So by bringing them back and down, activating those muscles, it's going to make a big difference to our shoulder position, help with our posture, but really helping a lot with any back pain that you're getting in your upper back, or if you're like me, you're quite rounded. So, YWYs, we start on the floor. I'm going to go through 1 rep. Awesome, and then we're going to go through our full 8, and then our hold is on the I position at the bottom, so you'll see me do that second hold. I'll do a little bit of talking, but not too much, because that always walks to the floor. Last rep, so our hold is in the I position. Hold. That one always gets me sweaty. Okay, and next is our thoracic extension / rotation. So this movement, guys, we set up on the floor. Knees go nice and wide. Again, something can go under the ankles if that gives you a bit of pain. Knees go nice and wide, butts down toward the heels, and we're coming down onto our left forearm, and then our right elbow is going to be coming to our left knee, and then opening up to the sky. And we follow our elbow with our eyes. Alrighty, so 8 reps and then our hold. We try to open up a little bit more as we go. And our 8th rep we hold. On our hold, we think about driving our left elbow, the one on the floor, into the ground and rotating as high as we can and holding for the 8 seconds. Really asking a lot of those muscles in our upper back here. Getting a bit of a shape on, it's good. And rest and swap. Same thing on the other side, guys. So now our right forearm's on the floor. Going through 8 reps. And our 8th rep, driving the bottom elbow into the floor. Oh, 8 reps. Beautiful. So next, guys, we're going through sumo squats. So to set up this squat, basically we stand way too wide that we would ever squat. And we're going to point our toes out a little bit more. You guys may not get as low as me, you may get lower than me, all is fine, but all the squat principles stay the same. We're driving our knees out so that they, as much as we can, they drive over the middle toes of our foot. We keep our chest upright as much as we can, and we drop as low into the squat as we can, okay? So it's gonna work a lot on the hips here and opening them out. 8 repetitions, here's the first. Good. We'll go through 8 more. Easing in this one if you need to. And as you're doing this, guys, focus on trying to keep your arches. So I'm almost gripping the floor with my feet. Last one, we do our hold at the bottom, driving the knees out. When you're in a hallway and you're trying to drive your knees out to each side of the hallway, turn your glutes on a lot here. Keep those arches, keep the chest up as much as you can. Oh boy, and come up. 8 seconds. Quick 8 seconds, but 8 seconds nonetheless. Right, next is our Cossack squat. The Cossack squat will be coming from the top down to one side. So this side is squatting like normal. This leg stays nice and straight. This whole foot stays on the ground. This heel here stays on the floor. And we do our best to keep our chest upright and our knees over the middle toes, okay? And then to transition, you can either come up and down to the other side. Okay, again, keeping this heel on the floor, keeping this whole foot on the floor, or you can transition low. So do your best to keep your hips as low as you can and transfer across like this. Alrighty? And then once we've done 4 on each side, we're going to do our 8-second hold on the left, and then the same on our right. Let's do it. Forward gaze with this one, and forwards. So when I'm back on this leg, I'll do my hold. Hold tight. Big chest, looking forwards. Foot on the floor, grip the ground with your toes. Keep this leg straight, foot on the floor. Also can swap sides. So, the workout's done. I've gone through my full rounds. I feel really good. I think a little bit cut off at the end there, so I apologise. But I wanted to go through my retest and see, if my squat feels or looks different. And same with the toe touch to the floor as well. So we're going to go through that, and so we can see the differences between before and after. And just remember with this, any difference at all that you see, if you're consistently doing this, you're going to see these things stick, and you're going to see a lot more range and a lot more flexibility really quickly with this type of workout. So I'm going to jump into the retest, the squat, the first movement. Same thing, setting up our feet under our shoulders, coming down to the bottom of our squat, and just seeing if it feels any different down here. Are we able to straighten out our back a little bit more, drive our knees wider? Do our hips feel as bung up and tight as they did at the start? How do our knees feel? How do our arches feel? And can we straighten out our back in this position at all better than we did before? And the second one, feet under our hips, hands to the floor or as low as they can go to the bottom. Let's see if I can get much lower. I'm getting a lot lower here in this position. Feel like I'm getting a bit further down. I was like that before, now down here. So we're all finished. I just wanted to jump in after the video and say well done, you made it the whole way through, and you'll definitely notice some big changes in the way your body's feeling throughout today. So what I would suggest you do is just notice the differences when you're walking upstairs, when you're sitting down, when you're bending over, and how free and more mobile your body feels throughout today. And then I suggest that you start implementing a routine like this very consistently into your lifestyle, especially if you noticed a really big difference. No one enjoys mobility training, no one enjoys stretching, but everyone enjoys the way that their body feels afterwards. So I'm going to be posting a lot more of these Mobility Sucks workouts, and the idea is so we've got a lot of different routines that we can go and do each day. They're not going to be long, and it's something that you can work into your day. Especially at the moment, we've all got a lot of free time. So drop a like on this video, guys, and hit the subscribe button to follow along, as I'm going to be posting a lot more workouts just like this.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.